Today, I'm going to be going through everything I got while I was in Hanover, Pennsylvania. I hope everybody had a happy holiday, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And I got a bunch of stuff while I was there, so let's get right to it. The first thing I got was this little bone china bell. It's so cute. Now, it is more like 80s, I'm assuming, just because of the thickness of the bell. However, it was only $1 and its polka dots are still intact. This is one of those things that I grab when it's something that I think that I'll be able to sell, maybe not immediately, but I'll be able to invest a little and get more profit. It makes it easier to buy more expensive items that don't leave more than double or double at least profit. Kind of like these owls. Now, this Norcrest set I paid $8.50 for, which is a really good deal. However, they did have a few little tiny microscopic nicks around their eyes. It is a more common set. I won't be able to double my money, but it will be very close. It was just such a popular set that when I saw that it was under $10, I kind of couldn't resist. And like I said, I started out with that dollar angel bell, which will be an easy $8-9 in my pocket, profit already. So it kind of gave me a little bit more leeway. Now, I put myself on a sports item related ban because I bought a few things that had to do with sports, and honestly, they really didn't sell. I think I sold 1 out of 4 things I bought, and the one I sold took forever. Even though it was super cute, I was kind of surprised. However, I did go ahead and pick up these anthropomorphic pigs playing baseball salt and pepper shakers. They're made by Artmark Japan. They're just so unique that I kind of couldn't help myself. I paid $7.60 for them. So again, I don't think I'll be able to double my money, but there's still enough room for profit to justify buying something like this because they're just so unique, and everybody knows I love a good unique salt and pepper shaker set. If I haven't seen something before and it's under a certain amount, I usually try to jump on it. Now, I also picked up this whale salt and pepper shaker set. I'm kind of trying to find what I paid $6.80 for it. Now, it is a more common set. It's one that I've had a few times. However, it had been a while since I bought and sold it. Whales are usually a pretty easy sell. Anything kind of aquatic related in the salt and pepper shaker department, I find does all right. And these were in such good condition. I couldn't let them go, even though I've had them a few times and I've been trying to stay away from repeats. The next set of salt and pepper shaker sets have one of my favorite traits about them ever, which is lenticular eyes. I love the lenticular anything, honestly. Now, the noisemakers don't work in them. I've never found a pair of salt and pepper shakers that have the noisemakers work. The interesting thing about these to me is that when I find them, they're usually all brown. I liked that, and their eyes are worn away. However, I really liked that they had the red bow ties, especially with the polka dots. I feel like that will make them an even easier sell. They're made by Lego Japan. They're kind of Hold Howard-y in their style. For these, I paid $8.50 for. Now, I have had this set before, but the fact that they weren't chipped, a lot of the times I see these and they're pretty chipped or the noisemakers are completely out. I just said, what the heck, especially with the red bow ties and lenticular eyes. I think I'll be able to double my money just about. Stepping away from salt and pepper shakers for a moment, I picked up this Samson Imports Hollyberry Compote. Now, I only paid $4 for it. I kind of liked the hobnail on it. I've bought and sold things like this in the past. They don't go for that much. There's many different versions of it. I think the most popular one is the Napco version. However, the Napco one looks almost exactly like this. And like I said, the kind of hobnail effect on it I thought was pretty nice. And it was only $4. I'll probably sell this for around $12-13. Again, it's got that common trait that most things with red paint do. It's got a little bit of loss. But I felt like it was in still pretty good condition. There's no hairlines or chips. For $4, it was a steal. And it's been I think over a year since I bought and sold one like this. Now, here's a little extra something that you didn't see in my shopping trip video. One of the vendors that I bought a lot of salt and pepper shaker sets is so nice. She found these and she sold them to me. Now, this is an amazing set. I love Hold Howard. We all know I'm a sucker for it. And the Cozy Kitty series is really popular. However, this is not the easiest set to find. A lot of people have it listed. Well, not a lot, because there's not that many of them. But a few people have them listed for crazy amounts. They usually sell for around $45. Now, what's awesome about these is they're just the head and not the whole body, which is the more commonly found set. There's more variations of the Cozy Kitty salt and pepper shaker set. Some were manufactured by Napco. Now, he does have a little bit of nicks on his cap, but it's barely anything. And she's got like a little bit of a manufacturer's defect on her whisker, which is pretty common for this. But either way, I paid $10 for them. It was an uncomfortable deal, honestly. I was like, please let me give you more. They're just so great. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with them yet, but I had to show them off nevertheless. This is a fun one. This 1970s, 60s, 70s plastic Hong Kong decor usually sells pretty well. I've never seen one quite like this. I paid $6.30 for it, and it's got these sugary kind of textured gumdrops like you see, kind of similar to the ones you see on the string. Now, it's like a mistletoe ball of some sort. It's kind of spectacular. I have yet to find one quite like this. Now, I will say what's extra interesting about this is it's not the classic mistletoe and the fact that it has the candy in it. The ones that are just obviously mistletoe balls don't sell for that much. They're also not this unique size. They're usually smaller. And the ones with the things with candy on them, like the strings and stuff like that, some of them sell for decent money. So I haven't quite decided how I'm going to price this yet. It won't be unreasonable, I promise. But I definitely know that what I have here is a super unique item, and it's just so fun. The gumdrops are really what sold me, other than the fact that it was only $6. Speaking of things I've never seen before, I also picked up this adorable little Brins Japan Santa Claus figurine. Now, I haven't quite figured out what's going on here. He's got some indents here, so I'm assuming that there was a second part to this. Maybe he was pulling a sleigh of some sort instead of a reindeer. Brins is also commonly seen making those winking Santa Claus face mugs. Now, for this, I only paid $4.80. I scooped it up immediately, especially because not only is all the red paint there, but he has such a unique face. He has more of a Norcrest expression than Brins, I believe. But, you know, I mean, actually that's not true, because Bryn makes those cats and stuff that have the long necks that have that kind of face. Anyway, it was under $5. I kind of wish I could find what it's supposed to look like, because with these indents, it's really telling me that this is a two-part item. However, since he is so unique and in pristine condition, I think I'll be able to triple my money on him easily. So, whereas I'm saying I don't like to repeat items that much, especially recently, I will always pick up something if it's a good enough deal and I think it will sell quickly enough. This was only $3.50. These flocked Hong Kong Santa Clauses are so fun. I love their expression and their fuzz. A lot of the times they're either expensive or a lot of their flocking is damaged. This one's in pretty great condition. Of course, you can see he's got the little spot missing on his mitten, but that's about it. And he was only $3.50. I'll probably just sell him for about $15. A lot of places I see them at antique malls and they'll be like $20-something. And I'm like, why? Because it's so common. I don't like to overprice things that are easily found. I think it's more fun to find something at a good deal that's easily found than to just find it. Next up, I grabbed these Cardinal salt and pepper shakers. I left them behind the last time. I'm not really sure why. I think I was just being a cheapo. They were only $3.60. They are in really good condition. Somebody had mentioned in my last video that they were like, why did you leave those? And I was like, you know what? I really don't know. Cardinals and the birds, I mean, these ones in general, I've never seen this exact pair in such good condition. So for under $4, I kind of felt like, why not? And somebody was like, I would have bought those. And I'm like, you know what? I should have bought them. I know I already said that, but sometimes I can just be a total cheapo because it adds up so quick. And, you know, I like to be careful and switch it up a little bit. And sometimes it takes watching it back to be like, why am I like that? But, you know, it hasn't strayed me that wrong so far. So I'm not going to bash myself too bad, but that's my ramble. Sorry. So here are the Cardinal Salt and Pepper Shaker sets. And let's see, what else did I get? I'm going to save my last 2 items that I got at yesteryear for after the stuff I got at Black Rose. Here's another thing I left behind the last time I was in Hanover. I got this Holt Howard. I'm looking for my receipt. I remember what I paid for it, so it doesn't really matter. But it's a Holt Howard Choir Boy tree topper. Now, a lot of the times I see them in the Feather Angels or the Choir Girls. I don't really see this, the Choir Boy. He's absolutely adorable, and even though he's got a little bit of wear, he's only $15, and I think that even though I won't be able to double my money, somebody will find him a good home for sure, and I just love that unique face, and I like the size of him. I like that he's a larger one instead of the small ones. Now, I will say I don't usually buy things like this, mostly because I don't like how fragile it is to sit around. So as soon as I finish this, in fact, I'm going to do it right now. I am stuffing him with paper so he doesn't get smashed or smushed. Smashed, smushed. We all know how I love a good rubber face stuffed animal. This one is made in Japan. It is real fur, and it's in pretty dang good condition for it too. A lot of the times the fur is falling off because it does, you know, a lot of real fur stuff needs to be properly conditioned and kept in a certain, you know, humidity and temperature year round to preserve it. So it's kind of remarkable that this guy's in such good condition as he is. I only paid $5 for him. Now, I've bought and sold ones like this in the past. Some of them have gone for anywhere upwards of $50-something, and some of them go for more like 30-something. I definitely think this is more on the 30 end instead of the 50 end. Some of the ones made in Japan are like really more unique, desirable qualities, like the skunk that's based off Stinky the Rushton. I found ones that are completely fuzzy with their tongue hanging out. I always find that things with their tongue hanging out sell and are more collectible than others. I mean, I guess he's got his tongue sticking out, but you know what I'm talking about, like the sideways. Either way, for $5, I definitely think I'll be able to at least, you know, quadruple. What's quadruple? Plus five times my money. I'm having a brain fart. Now, yesteryear, I got 2 of these super awesome plastic bells with lights and the poinsettia flower. They said they work, but they just needed bulbs. Now, I grabbed these from one of the only lamps I haven't unpacked, so I am in the process of moving, so please, one of these I realized didn't work in my lamp either. However, and this one's a flickering one, so I'm kind of a mess over here, but they do work, and I only paid $12.80 for the pair, so, you know, like about $6.50 each. I thought it was a great deal. Like I said, it's not something I usually pick up. It's something I usually pass on because I just don't like the hassle of having to plug things in and test them and all that stuff. But it did come from a vendor I know's booth, so I kind of felt like, all right, she says they work, they work. But I'm taking my light bulbs back, even the dead one. We just have 2 more items left to go. The next thing I got was at Black Rose. Now, I have seen Napco's Snowman ornaments similar to this in the past. They don't go for that much. However, one with this face I have yet to find. Now, I recently picked up a set of the little rubber snow babies or snowmen. I sold them for $49 each, of course. Later, I mean, that was a risk I was willing to take. I saw that there was one on eBay that had 8 days left in the bid when I listed them, and the bid was already up at $45. But I really don't like using eBay. And either way, Etsy's fees are significantly lower than eBay, so I kind of just wanted to move them, especially because I didn't pay that much for them, and I still felt like I was asking a fair price. I didn't feel like it was appropriate to get completely crazy. I'm not sure if that was right or wrong. It was just a personal preference at the time. I definitely don't regret selling them for that price. I feel like it was fair across the board. However, for this one, I'm really not sure what to do with it. I might save him until I find him, because I definitely don't want to undersell myself. This is my full-time job, like I said, so I'd love to give things away, but sometimes if I don't know, it's better to just hold on to it, especially because this is something that I feel like will sell at any point of the year, and it's not just a quick Christmas item. He's so unique, and I only paid $9 for him. Now, the ones that have a different face, sell for about 15. So, you know, maybe I still would have probably gotten those ones too, because they're just so cute and hard to find. But this one seems special, so I'm going to put him to the side and figure out what to do with him. I'm really hoping to find one like it. And speaking of snowmen, the last thing I got was also at yesteryear. These things, well, I had never seen them before, and they have that classic holly berry boy, the anthropomorphic holly berry boy on them that I just couldn't resist. You know, things like this with this image, I mean, not things like this, glasses, not glasses. I'm talking about the holly boy things. Usually sell pretty well. Now, I paid $42.30 for the set of 4, you know, which is, you know, just over $10 a glass, obviously. I was only able to find one set on eBay. Now, what I did find interesting about these, though, is that they're made in England, not USA. I almost thought they were going to be like Libby or Anchor Hawking or something. But no, they are made in England. There was one set on eBay listed, and it was a set of 8 for $150 something. And of course, the ones in sold equated to around that price when you divided them up. Now, I will not sell these as a set. I will sell them as individual glasses, because I don't know who needs a set of 8 glasses. If you do, like, that's awesome. I don't have that many people over ever. You know, for me, I think it would be fun to just maybe have like 2 or something, or a special Christmas glass. It is fun to add, to offer things that are normally sold in sets or pairs as individual items in case someone's just looking to complete their collection or something special. I mean, you could even use these as a vase. You know, I think I'll be able to get at least $21 a pop for them. That might be overzealous. If I had to guess, I bought this knowingly. I think that maybe 1 or 2 will sell quickly, and maybe 1 or 2 will sit. However, they were so unique, I could not resist. I had gotten some great deals throughout the day. I mean, with my whole Hanover trip, I spent $149 I spent in Hanover. So all the stuff you saw in this video cost $149 total, which is a great deal. So I just said, you know what the heck? It's been a while since I bought something that I'm like, hey, I don't think this is the best deal, but I just really want to have these in stock in my shop. So what the heck? It's only one thing. Well, technically it's 4 things. So that's all I got in Hanover. I believe I have one more unboxing video before you see me in my new place. So I'm going to get to listing this stuff, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, and I hope everybody has a happy new year.